Good morning, my dear students of grade 1. How are you today? Hope all of you are fine. So, today we have a grammar lesson, and our lesson is in page 71 and 72. So, this is your English lesson for today. Our lesson is a grammar lesson. So, let's start. Please, my students, open your booklet page 71 and page 72. Get out your booklet and open page 71. So, our grammar lesson for today is about how many. How many? What's meant by how many? What's meant by how many? To know more about how many or to find out more, let's start our lesson. What's meant by how many? We use how many to ask about the numbers. We use how many to ask about the numbers. So, if you want to ask about the number of the things or the number of persons, we are going to use how many. أعزائي الطلاب، إذا أردنا أن نسأل عن عدد الأشياء أو عدد الأشخاص فإننا نستخدم أداة الاستفهام how many. How many. So repeat after me. How many. How many. So one more time, to ask about the number of the things or the number of persons, we're going to use how many. So would you please look at this picture and tell me, what's this? What's this? Excellent. This is a goat. This is a goat. So if I want to ask about the number of these goats, what should I do? I'm going to use how many. How many. إذا أردنا أن نسأل عن عدد الجوتس فإننا نستخدم أداة الاستفهام how many. So let's count. If I'm going to ask about the number of these goats, I'm going to say how many goats are there. So you're going to say there are 2 goats. There are 2 goats. So let's count 1, 2. If I ask you to write a sentence, on this picture, you're going to write, make a sentence. What should I say? Excellent. There are 2 goats. There are 2 goats. This is a sentence because we start, as we usually do, we start with a capital letter, and at the end of the sentence there is a full stop. So there is a sentence. There are 2 goats. So this is a sentence because there is a full stop. If we want to ask about the number of these goats, we are going to say or to use how many. Repeat after me. How many. So if I'm going to make a question, we have to say how many goats are there? How many? How many? How many? How many goats are there? Look at this question. We have to use a plural noun after how many. We have to use a plural noun. So we have to say how many goats. We can't say how many goats. No, this is wrong. The correct question is how many goats. How many goats? How many goats are there? How many goats are there? So, can I use goat after how many? No, because we have to use the plural noun. أعزائي الطلاب، يجب استخدام الاسم الجمع بعد أداة الاستفهام how many، ونلاحظ وضع علامة استفهام or question mark في نهاية هذا السؤال. رجاء التركيز، يجب وضع اسم جمع بعد how many ووضع علامة استفهام، وذلك لأن هذا سؤال. So we have to put a plural noun, not a singular. So we can't say how many goats. No, we have to say how many goats and use the plural s. How many goats are there? If you want to answer this question, we have to say there are 2 goats. So this is a sentence, not a question, because there is a full stop. هذه جملة لأنها تنتهي بالفول ستوب وليس علامة استفهام، لذلك فنقول عليها جملة. So we have to say there are 2 goats. There are 2 goats. So how many parrots are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. If I'm going to make a sentence, we're going to say there are 3 parrots. There are 3 parrots. So this is a sentence. If you want to make a question, we have to say how many parrots are there? We said how many parrots. How many parrots? We have to put the plural s after the noun. So we have to say how many parrots are there. Can I say how many parrots? No, because we have to use the plural noun. How many parrots? How many parrots are there? If we want to answer, we're going to say there are 3 parrots. There are 3 parrots. Let's count these spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to say there are 4 spiders. If you want to make a question, how many spiders are there? There are 4 spiders. There are 4 spiders. So, how many cars are there? Look at this. How many cars? 1 car. So, we are going to say there is 1 car because we use is because this is only one thing. So we're going to say there is, not there are. So we have to say there is 1 car. So if we are going to make a question, we have to say how many cars are there? How many cars are there? So there is 1 car. There is 1 car. أعزائي طلاب صف أول، حتى إذا كان الشيء الذي نسأل عن عدده هو شيء واحد فقط، يجب أيضا استخدام اسم جمع بعد how many. So we have to say how many cars are there. I'm going to say there is 1 car. This is our page for today. Page 72 is your homework. So let's answer some questions in page 71. How many parrots are there? 1, 2, 3. So I have to say there are 3 parrots. How many tigers are there? There is 1 tiger. There is 1 tiger. أعزائي طلاب صف أول، هذا هو واجب اليوم. So let's answer the first question. How many cars are there? There are 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 cars. There are 3 cars. Let's count how many apples. 1, 2, 3. So there are 2 apples. Okay, thanks for listening for our lesson for today and hope you have enjoyed our lesson. Thank